Oh, you are.
Ayo Bami, are you here?
Wow.
Ayo Bami, are you here?
Wow.
Why are you so far? Ayo Bami, please let's see your hands again.
Yeah, that's nice. That's
everybody
nice.
They wear.
That's nice. Not be everybody wear glass. That brother way they look me, why they look and you know where.
The first person that we see that doesn't wear, okay, mommy is not wearing glasses.
Mommy now they wear now.
All right.
Big people don't wear glass.
Which one big people? People we can wear. For me, I be small person.
You.
Listen to me.
You big. Don't forget say now Uber carry you come.
Voila. Let's leave it at that. Thank you so much. All right. Without wasting your time, we will mention the next person from the MTN management. So, we have the manager regional sales for Lagos West in the name of Anastasia Ehidiame. Please, Ehidiame.
Put your hands together. Manager for waiting.
Manager for regional sales Lagos West.
Yes. I beg, if says not come, now then I go home. And if says boost, now then I go dash gifts.
Sorry, ma'am.
Where are they?
Please, where in Benin are you from? If you don't mind. Sorry for stressing you. Where in Benin are you from?
Edo State. Ewe.
Ewe, please let me have your hands for her, please. It's not easy.
It's nice.
So I know like seven.
How many do we have there?
We still have more, brother.
They said we should have
We still have more.
Make it
all right.
Snappy.
All right. So going to the next person, we are introducing the manager for retention and churn in the name of Irieme Ibigami.
Oh, yeah.
Please. Oh, no wonder they sit down together. Please let me have your hands. Let me have your hands.
Hello.
Nobody they clap. Clap now.
Now that name that they fear, now made them no clap.
You know, say
that name go far.
You know, say Benin people go far.
So next.
All right. Without further ado, we want to mention the next person, the manager for customer management, Lagos West, in the name of Olubumi Eshalomi. Olubumi Eshalomi. Please let me have your hands now.
Okay, I go say your name by yourself. I don't understand this man.
Okay. Please let me have your hands.
Okay, she never even come.
She's not here yet.
Yeah,
okay. Without wasting your time, we call in the manager for partner management. The manager for partner management in the name of Helen Wilcox. Helen Wilcox. Wow, that sounds like a UK name.
British name.
All right, let's move on. All right, next person on our list is the analyst merchandising. The analyst merchandising in the name of Mosumola Adebiyi.
Mosumola Adebiyi. Wow,
Mosumola
thank you.
Adebiyi. Please let me have your hands for her.
God bless you. Next.
Your hands for her, please.
Next.
All right. Okay. This is beautiful. So, thank you for all the MTN family in the building. We're so happy to be able to bring in TD Africa and MTN to come together to do something like this. Honestly, we've been thinking about how we can actually get 5G. I sit down in my house and I really would really love to press my phone and say, please, what is the capital of Bangkok, or what is the capital of Japan, and get the answer immediately without my network giving me issues. You understand? And you guys have made it possible for us, so thank you so much. Thank you so much. So moving forward, we're introducing the family of the TD Africa Management.
The family of TD Africa Management.
TD Africa Management. All right, without further ado, we are announcing the CEO of TD Africa in the name of Mrs. Chioma Eke.
Put your hands together for Mrs. Chioma Eke. Where is she?
All right. Moving forward, we will be introducing the coordinating manager for director TD Africa in the name of Mrs. Choma Chimere.
Mrs. Choma
Chimere. Please, your hands, please. Your hands, please. Without wasting your time, we will be introducing the MD of Sales, TD Africa, in the name of Mrs. Crozy Ijogun.
Mrs. Crozy. Where's she?
Where's she?
On our way.
On our way. All right.
Okay, cool. Next.
Cool. All right. So we have successfully introduced all the dignitaries and people that are here. The other people that we need to mention will be introduced briefly. DJ, please give us some music to smile to.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. That's another person.
General manager, but we have all these questions from let us start. One of you should really have a value proposition. But maybe Africa.
Hello.
All right.
Okay. Right about now,
we would love to introduce to the podium.
Wonderful ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the
Exactly. All right. So we would love to introduce to the podium the TD Africa manager, Mrs. Chioma Chimere, to give us.
Put your hands together for
please.
Mrs. Chioma Chimere, please.
All right.
Welcome, ma.
Thank you so much. I should say good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon, leadership of MTN. Good afternoon, partners, TD Africa partners, everyone seated. Good afternoon, Simbas in the house. Thank you so much, everyone, for making out time to join us this Thursday afternoon. Yeah, please, you can be seated anywhere that you like. We are here today to discuss opportunities. So if you look at today's world, where it looks like nothing is working, or things are not working as well as they should, but if you look deeply, you will find that embedded in all of those seeming low lights, there are lots of opportunities. And then if you're lucky, like we are, privileged to be in the sector, ICT, you will find that our own opportunities are even larger because we are in an industry that is evolving, moving up every day. So today, in partnership with MTN, we're going to be discussing opportunities, low-hanging fruits that I believe everyone in this room can take advantage of. And you know, we're in that season. Typically, the last quarter of the year is when we have a boost in ICT. That's when budgets are spent. That's when books are closed. That's when we witnessed a huge boost for the year. So this is the right time. Everyone seated in this room today is currently selling one form of ICT product or service or another. So today, we will open everyone's various eyes, our eyes to the opportunities that exist within where you are. So that even without any additional effort, you can pick money that's been seated on your table that we've been allowing other people to pick. We won't keep you here for so long. I just want to ask that for the 1 or 2 hours that we're seated here, let's please be attentive. And let's open our minds to the possibilities that there are. Let's be able to embrace what is coming our way today and be able to have incremental revenue, what typically within our group we'll call new money. New money has better margins. New money, better profitability. New money is where everyone is headed to. So that before it gets stale, before you have everyone in your space, you would have been able to take part of that new money. So thank you for your time. I also crave that please give us your attention. And at the end of it also, let us run with the opportunities that would have been shared with us today. Thank you everyone for coming and have a nice time. Thank you. MCs have disappeared, the 2 of them. We would debit your invoice accordingly. Your Naira invoices. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ma. You're so beautiful.
You are not clapping.
All right.
Well, the next one, let's write about now. Brief overview of the event by Mrs. Oyinye Ikena Emeka, the General Manager of Fixed Broadband, MTN. Put your hands together, wonderful people. You're welcome, ma.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you very much. Choma, thank you. Thank you to the opportunity that has been given to MTN to actually come and speak to your partners at this event. I would like to step back a bit, to sort of set the scene. As we all know, data is the new oil. It's something that is being said repeatedly, and all of us are very that. Now, during the pandemic, something that came through very strong is the different use cases and how we can actually utilize data as in the way we work, the way we play, and the way we go about living our lives. Something that also came out very strongly is how relevant it is to spend time. Not just in the home, like watching TV or getting entertained, also getting work done. And one of the reasons why it became bearable for people during that pandemic period was the fact that they had access to data. Now, most of those use cases that came to life during the pandemic have lasted beyond the pandemic, and they've become a way of life. Today, we have people trying to understand how much they can do in terms of trying to free up their life to do the things they like to do best, like to do them best. And a lot of this is driven by data. Now, this is on a use case level. Understanding this, many countries have focused aggressively on ensuring that there's enough broadband penetration. Nigeria is no different. In Nigeria, the federal government has a national program achieving 60% penetration by 2025. It's a very ambition, put it that way. It's very ambitious. Our jobs as operators and as players within the ecosystem is to ensure, this is work, ensure that we are able to effectively work with the federal government to meet. There are a lot of things that need to be done from an infrastructural perspective, from a market penetration perspective, from a channel development perspective. And the only way to effectively achieve on this objective is by a continued collaboration with all the ecosystem players. We do that we may have built out the infrastructure. We may have developed the value propositions. We developed to deliver on the value that we believe the market needs. If we do not have the right footprint or market presence to take these products or services or value propositions to where our customers are, we may not be able to achieve an objective that the federal government has. Now, beyond this, for us at MTN, we do believe very strongly in the fact that everyone deserves a modern, connected, the benefits of a modern, connected life. And we are customers' lives brighter. Now, investments to ensure that our connectivity operations are second to none. And what that really means in ordinary terms is that the broadband propositions that we bring to the market are second to none in terms of quality and speaking to the value for you as partners and the value about overall expected of, which is to ensure that Nigeria is effectively positioned to take advantage of the digital economy and the assurance that we as people, as individuals, can go about doing the things we do from a position of comfort. We then understand the role that this partnership could possibly bring to the table. So what we're offering here today is an opportunity for us and yourselves, and that's why we keep thanking the TD Africa team for making this possible, to actually look through what we have on the table and understand and appreciate the role that you could possibly play in the ecosystem. And at this point, I'd like to stop because I think my team does have quite a bit that they would like to speak to in detail. But once again, I thank you, Choma, And Mrs. Eke is not here. I definitely do thank her. It's been a journey to get here, and we do appreciate the fact that we finally been able to have this happen. So thank you again and welcome.
Put your hands together one more time, please. Yes. On to the next one right now, please. I would like you to put your hands together for Mr. Abdul Malik Ahmed, the Senior Manager, Market Development, for a short value proposition of the partner, MTN. Put your hands together, please. Welcome, sir.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Standing on the existing protocol. Onyinye had to the context very clearly, so I'm not going to dwell on that. This is a very interesting time, and the partnership that we're promising partnership. And we believe strongly that working together, we will make progress in driving penetration into Nigeria's broadband market substantially in the coming months and years. Thank you once again for being here. Who is in control of the slides? Can you just... I would take us through a few slides, but more importantly, the message is very clear. MTN is really focusing on driving broadband penetration. There is a team within MTN called Fixed Broadband. This team is duly represented here today. This team has a mandate to accelerate the expansion of MTN's footprint everywhere in Nigeria. Now, you would believe, you'll agree with me that MTN has long been a household brand when it comes to mobile telecommunication. Now, in addition to mobile services, we do have broadband connectivity solutions that are used to connect homes or are used on the go. We have different variants of the connectivity solutions that are accessible to Nigeria's population. Now, the opportunity that is huge that we're looking at consists of individual customers, businesses, and based on available statistics, we have over 40 million MSMEs in Nigeria, and a chunk of the MSMEs actually use internet, data, to run their businesses. Some of these MSMEs operate online. They sell their products online, so they need internet, right? And some of them also use some ERP solutions that depend on internet. So operationally, they use internet, and MTN provides that ultra-fast connectivity for businesses. For households, remember that Onyinye mentioned the impact of COVID-19 and how it has transformed our lives, the way we work, the way we live, the way we play. You would agree that quite a number of us from the past couple of years have increased the adoption of online platforms for having meetings, for instance. Hitherto, we're not to those applications. Now, that's for even official use. For household, in terms of entertainment, in terms of education, our kids are learning online. We run our businesses even from our homes. There's a lot that is on the table in terms of use cases. So if you look at the different segments, households or businesses, the opportunities are huge. Now for MTN, we strongly believe that we're here to make our customers' lives brighter. And by connecting our customers to the rest of the world, we are delivering the benefits of a modern, connected world. Next slide, please. So because of that, MTN has heavily invested in infrastructure by building the largest connectivity platform. And this is because MTN strongly believes that we are leading and we should continue to lead the digital progress of Africa. And in Nigeria, what we are strongly focusing on is connecting millions of homes to our broadband service. And working with you, we believe strongly that we'll be better positioned as the broadband partner of choice to millions of Nigerian homes. Next slide, please. This slide, I will spend a couple of minutes. Pay attention to this slide. When Onyinye was speaking a few minutes ago, she did mention the value proposition and how we need to make sure that we continue to establish market presence and take these propositions out there to customers. We're focused on not just delivering connectivity services to millions of homes in Nigeria, we're differentiating our offers to make them more compelling and also make them easier for you to sell, right? You have the distribution network, and we have made sure that position is appreciated such that customers will be coming to your own outlets trying to access our products. Now, activity solutions, other vertical specific segment targeted add-ons that enhance our value propositions and differentiate our propositions from competition. We are also working assiduously to create and deliver best-in-class customer experience. And through collaborations such as this that we've started today, we're expanding our footprints, making sure that we have market presence in every part of this country. Now, the federal government has an ambition to achieve 70% penetration by 2025. Coincidentally, MTN has a similar ambition to accelerate expansion of broadband and acquire over 5 million homes by 2025. And this, we believe, we will achieve by working with you, starting from today. Next slide, please. Next slide. You would see a few images on the screens. And I'm sure you're all aware that we recently launched 5G, MTN being the first in Nigeria to launch 5G. We've put Nigeria on the global map of just a little over 70 countries in the world that have 5G networks. We have an array of products ranging from 4G-enabled devices to 5G-enabled devices. We also have services that provide connectivity to homes via fiber optic technology. And those are the images that you see there. But more importantly to note, the set of devices that will be pushing strongly through your distribution network would include the 5G devices, where we have 5G coverage, the 4G products, the routers, as well as the MiFis. And I believe that you're all familiar with the MiFis. They are the mobile Wi-Fi devices that you use on the go, while the routers you use in your offices or your business outlets or your homes to connect users to the hotspot. Next slide, please. Now, I wouldn't want to dwell too much here, but this is just to show the different use cases for the products that we have. Our products, we've made sure are high grade and deliver the best experience to customers. We've also invested heavily in our network to ensure that you enjoy super fast internet when you're on MTN network using our routers or MiFi. And this is the gospel we'll be preaching to the end users through you. And that's why we're working with you today. Through you, when customers come to your outlet, either to buy any of the products that you have in stock, electronic products, other lifestyle products, we will be offering the same customers devices, broadband devices, that will connect the appliances or electronic devices they're buying from you so that they can make maximum use of what they have bought from you. Next slide, please. The other important point is the fact that we have a dedicated customer support team that ensures that after-sales support is highly effective. And we've also provided customers options through which they can reach us, digital channels. We have my MTN app, we have Ziggy, we have web, we have the short code 217, which you can dial from anywhere and access support after sales. Now, this is just a slide that speaks into one of the products, the 4G router, highly affordable, and even at this price point, this is the best, the highest grade of 4G router you can actually get in the country today. And this is something you can check for yourselves. So I'm proud here to say, I'm happy to say that with these products, you will be offering customers high quality devices when they come to your outlets. Next slide, please. Now, the slide that I've just presented, the previous slide, when customers buy the devices, they also have free data offer that they can use for 1 month. So the device comes with a 30 gig, valid for 1 month. Customers can choose to buy any other data plan of choice within the bouquet of data plans we have available for router customers. Next slide, please. These are 5G devices. We have them in 3 colors, primarily, black, yellow, and white. So customers have options to choose their preferred colors. We've started rolling out 5G. We have 5G service in about 7 cities, and we're also expanding the rollout in the coming months and years. Next slide, please. This is the product that is used on the go. Like router, this also serves as a hotspot. But the only difference is that this is usable on the go, while routers are mostly used in homes of customers or offices of customers. And the good thing about the combination of routers and MiFi is that with one router, one data bundle subscription, you can enjoy what we call MTN Broadband account, which allows customers to purchase just a bundle of data and connect other devices, up to 10 other devices, to the same bundle. So rather than having to purchase multiple bundles on each of the devices, a customer just has to buy one data bundle and connect the remaining devices, irrespective of where they are in the country. You can have a router here in Lagos and a beneficiary device, router or MiFi, in Nsukka, Owerri, Sokoto, Damaturu, or Shobo, being connected to the same bundle, feeding from the bundle. what the customer stands to enjoy here through the Broadband One account is the fact that there is significant cost saving, there's convenience, and there's control. Next slide, please. Now, I mentioned fiber to the home. This relies on the deployment of fiber optic technology to targeted locations, majorly estates and other defined clusters. We target through this service. We have truly unlimited data propositions, just like we have on our routers today. Customers can buy unlimited data plans so that they don't run out of data throughout the month. We have long tenure plans, we have unlimited data plans, and we have capped data plans. All these different data bundles are specifically designed to address customers' needs. Next slide, please. Now, you see the highlighted section here, which speaks in what we have started with you today. This just shows you an overview of MTN's framework for establishing market presence and development. We're working with real estate developers. We're working with online e-commerce platforms in Nigeria to push our products. We're working with governments. We're also working with value-added service providers to make sure that our propositions are compelling enough for customers. Now, more importantly, we're working with lifestyle product distributors such as you to push our products, because we know that the kind of products you deal in typically require internet connection. And that's why we're working with you today, so that we offer the complementary products to the end users through your distribution network. Next slide, please. This just shows that behind everything, MTN is also providing sufficient level of marketing support. So we're not just pushing these products through your distribution network, we're also creating and amplifying awareness such that customers out there are aware of these value propositions, and they also can get these value propositions or these products through your outlets, right? Because if we push the products to your outlets without advertising, for instance, it wouldn't make sufficient impact. So there is already enough marketing support to drive top-of-mind awareness in the market and ensure that customers are aware of our products and that they can come to your outlets to buy them. Next slide, please. Now, I did mention support framework. It's one thing that we take very seriously. It's one thing to sell products through your channels, and it's another thing to get the right kind of support after sales. You will agree with me that if we just push the through your outlets without making sure that there is enough support, there will be issues. In order to make sure that those issues are effectively managed, we have a support framework to support you and support the end users, customers who come to your outlets to buy MTN's broadband products. Next slide, please. Now, convenience is key. These days, the customer or the consumer doesn't really have much time to have to go to an MTN shop just because they want to renew a data bundle. We've created user-friendly channels, self-service channels, through which the end users can simply, from their mobile phones, purchase data bundles of their choice, just, conveniently, by either dialing a USSD code, like you're seeing on the screen, or going to the MTN app, for instance, and selecting the bundle of their preference, or going to the MTN web portal to choose the plan of their choice and just activate on their routers, for instance. So these are different channels that are available today through which customers can subscribe to MTN broadband plans. All of this information will be shared with you, so you can go through the details later. Next slide, please. It's key that we keep an open channel through which customers reach us. And all of these details that you see on the slide speak into available channels through which we can be reached, either through an email or by dialing 217. Customers can access support. You can also access us easily. And of course, we'll be working with you hand in hand. Beyond this, outside this contact information or these channels, our team and you will be working hand in hand closely, but we would like to let you know that customers can actually reach us through any of these channels at any given point in time. Thank you. Next slide. So I would like to invite the senior manager in charge of sales, Musibao, to take us through the incentives that we've designed with you in mind. Musibao is here on stage. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Abdul Malik. Starting on the existing approach. As a business leader and entrepreneur, among other factors, to drive incremental revenue growth, I'm aware that efficiency and productivities are very key. And these are the bedrock of driving that growth. Achieving this requires you to make some investments, expanding your network, be creative, deliberate about your conversion, that's the profiled customers, and convert them to a revenue. This goes a long way. With this in mind, and with the journey that we're starting today, focusing on the 3 products that we're going to be retailing through your channels, which are 5G router, 4G-enabled devices, Ineflex and MiFi. Here is the margin, because we're all here to make an incremental margin in order to sustain or drive growth in our businesses. Let's look at the slide. And I need you to pay attention, because here is where the money is. Abdul Malik has given us the value proposition. What do we need to do? How do you intend to take this product out? How do you intend to sell it? How do you to make a positive margin we're investing? There are 3 metrics on which MTN shall be commissioning you on. The first one is upfront discount. The second one is activation commission. And the third metric is ongoing revenue service commission. For every device you sell, you make a profit, either at 8%, 10%. For every activation you make per devices, you also make a margin. And for these customers to continuously using these devices for over a period of 6 months, you're also going to be rewarded for that effort with what is called ongoing revenue service commission. How does it work? Let's put it in taste. 5G devices sells at the recommended retail price at 50,000 naira. But you as our partner, we shall be selling it to you at 8% discount, meaning you're going to buy it at 46,000 naira. You are already making a margin of 4,000. Imagine you now purchase 100 devices of the 5G. You're already making a margin of 4,000 naira. Putting all these devices out in the market, activating it, of making additional 12% on the 5G devices. Ability to sell all these 100 devices within a cycle of 30 days. That activation will also going to reward you 600,000 naira, making a total margin of 1 million naira. Now imagine that each of these devices that you put out there on the streets, that you now have it activated and customer now renew or recharge with a minimum subscription plan of 100 gig at the rate of 18,000 naira. That also gives you a 10%, which is 1,800. 1,800 multiplied by 100 devices, multiplied by, multiplied by 1,800, multiplied by 100 devices, multiplied by 6 months. That also gives you additional 1,080,000. So you're already making a margin of 2,080,000 on 5G devices with an investment of 4.6 million naira only. And that gives you a margin of 45,000 naira. Isn't that great?
Beautiful.
Looking at the second product, which is the router, they follow the same truth. All what we're saying here, that the more you sell and activate, the higher incentive you earn. So what do you need to do for you to be part of this journey, for you to start earning, and for you to drive that incremental growth? So next slide, please. So there are checklist criteria which required of you. I'm going to call my colleague. Her name is Ellen Wickles, who is a channel partner, to run us through what are the requirements, what do you need to bring on board, how do we need to set you on, and with this, then we can now start driving that growth with us. Thank you, everyone.
All right.
Thank
Put
you,
your
Ms.
hands
Bao.
together for Ms. Wilcox.
And good afternoon, everyone. Abdul has talked about the proposition. Musbah have told you what to stand to gain. I'm just here to tell you how you can become our value partners. I'm not going to read through all of these things because it's a lot. These are requirements. Some are industry requirements by NCC that you must have them. The other ones are our internal requirements. So the industrial requirement that is very critical, the first one is the NCC license. For you to trade with any telco, you must have an NCC license. So it's a very, very important document. Of course, company registration, we all know. You must be a registered company because we verified that. Then your list of directors and shareholders, your tax clearance of the current year is very important because MTN is we really obey what the laws of Nigeria says. Then the second one that is internal to MTN, it's very simple too. We need a letterhead telling us where your location is. We need an email address that will communicate with you. We need a phone number to communicate with you. We need a signatory of saying that, oh, this is my business, I owe this business, and this is my signatory. We also need a photograph of 2 people from your company that will be picking up stock. Remember, you're picking up stock, and stock is money. So you give their photograph and also their signatory, so that when they come to pick up the stock, we'll identify with them. And also, very importantly, the B2B, we have various warehouses across the nation. So the B2B that is nearest to you, where you'll also pick up the stock. So with all of this documentation, you're on to becoming a valued sales agent. So we're going to send this to you. You can call me or send me an email for more clarity. That's all that it requires. Very simple. Once all of this documentation have gotten to me and is approved, your journey to becoming a value partner starts. So thank you very much once again. So now it's time for question and answer. Anybody in MTN can answer this question. So I think the floor is open.
All right. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, Ms. Wilcox, stay with me. Yeah, let's have the question and answer segment. So please, if you have a question, please let's have you. All right, we have a young gentleman over there. Please let's hear from him. Okay.
Okay, so thank you all the MTN team. I'm Blessed Blessing from AP Business. I want to connect first a direct question to MTN, then to TD Africa, to what we've discussed before. So my first question to MTN is this. We know that there are MTN outlets there, and before now, people buy their broadband and they install the devices. Now that this one is coming up, we need to know, do you really need us? Why is it's good we ask, because it's good when you starting something, because we have an experience that someone sold distributorship stuff to us and we started selling. The next thing we see is that they introduce an app on Google Play Station that people can go free download. So if you've done that, what is the essence of having us and to pay? So we need to first clear that. Are you going to stop sales in your retail centers, or that one will continue, or what is the question? And then my second question, and I said that's to TD. I remember the last time we discussed, we talked about having the partners forum. Not every time that we're having the manufacturer that we need to gather. We should always have a partners forum, and we were promised that it's going to happen. And because, now look at it, for this, it's like having the NCC license. We've been into electronics, we don't deal with this. Now we want to trade with them. Do we mean that I will now have to go to NCC and start processing? But perhaps there may be, and we are small, so there may have been some who have that. There could have been a way of partnership or sub-sales arrangement. So, and I think MTN should consider that if you need us to really work with you, is there any arrangement for or resellers, or kind of, not all of us can have the NCC license. I'm just being factual. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Thank you so much. Over to you, our chairman.
Thank you for that brilliant question. Short and straight to the answer. Yes, we do need you. That is my response. We did need you very much. Why? Right? The reason is clear. Let's look at the bigger picture. Yes, MTN has an existing distribution network in many parts of the country. Nigeria today prides itself with over 200 million people. By 2025, it is estimated that the population is going to get to about 233 million. Remember earlier when I was presenting, I did mention that there's a plan or an ambition to achieve 70% penetration of the Nigeria's adult population by 2025. Right? Approximately, the adult population is about 50% of Nigeria's population. That's about 116 million by 2025. To get to 70% of that population, it means you would be targeting to get to about 81 million by 2025. The existing distribution network we have today would not address the kind of market presence that we need to achieve between now and then. And that's why we have to work with you. We have to collaborate with you through our partnership with TD Africa to extend our reach to the millions of homes that we want to connect to MTN's super fast broadband network. So we do need you. That's one. Number two, look at the profile of customers who come to you to buy the lifestyle products that you sell. You deal with electronics, I believe. Those electronics typically need broadband connectivity. Smart TV screens today are mostly connected to internet, right? In the coming months and years, there'll be a lot of IoT devices that will be used in our homes, making our homes smart homes. And all of these solutions would depend on broadband connectivity. you will agree with me that with the launch of 5G, even new use cases that we have not even yet thought about today will start emerging in the coming months and years, right? What it simply means is that you would experience a surge in demand for connectivity. The opportunity out there is huge, and without adequate distribution network, which MTN alone cannot maximize, we have to work with partners within the ecosystem to achieve that. No man, like they say, is an island, right? And that's why we need you. Is that clear?
Thank you. Thank you so much.
In addition to what Abdul Malik said regarding the requirement, which is NCC, you don't need to be worried about in terms of the field. It's not that the field that is something that you cannot afford. It's within a range of 15,000 to 18,000 naira. So all is required of you to submit your CAC, a letter from your bank that you're actually banking with ABCD Bank. That's all, and your detailed tax clearance. When you submit this within 6 weeks or to 8 weeks, you have the NCC license issued to you. That license is called Sales and Device License. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Mr. Musibao Lariwajo. All right, any more questions, please? Okay, there's a question at the back. There's a hand right at the back. Okay.
Thank you. My name is Cyril. This is a very wonderful business opportunity. But my question is it possible to dropship this particular business? Because that way you may have more people coming in and you may be able to sell more. Because if there is a way you can do your due diligence to know that, okay, this customer is picking up this item and we have a relationship. Because if you're looking at people to invest 4-point-something million in this, honestly, it's going to be, especially when they already have some things going on. You are businessmen. You are going to look at it and you are going to x-ray it and say, is it worth it or something? But I think if there is a platform for you to drop ship, because every business now, even Amazon and all of that does drop shipping. So if there's an opportunity to drop ship it, it might be a lot. You might be able to reach more people and be able to make more sales. Thank you.
All right. Did you get the question clear?
My understanding of the question is talking about the
We're coming to you.
Of 4.6 million naira. We're not saying it is mandatory for you to invest 4.6. The last slide says the more you invest, the higher incentive you get. So if you want to start with 500,000 naira, then you begin to work out what incentive you get. That is it. So the more money you invest, so the higher is going to be your incentive. Thank you.
All right, thank you. The next person with the question. Okay. All right, let's have you.
Sorry, maybe you can help us to clarify further what does drop sheet mean?
Sorry, 1 minute.
Okay,
it's actually a business model where, okay, I want to sell your product. I don't want to have it as a stock in my place. I have a platform to get it from you. I put it on my platform, and then I sell, and I pick from you, I deliver to the customer. Everybody is happy.
We can exploit it.
You said?
Not a problem.
All right, thank you.
Okay, thanks.
Okay.
Okay. My name is Emeka. I don't think the first question one of my colleagues asked, I don't think your answer is factory to expectation. You know, I understand where he's coming from. He was asking as guarantee on investment. Who MTN, some distributors at the age of GFM, some people invested in the money, and at the end of the day, they couldn't make it because they are now competing with the same MTN and banks. And there's no way you compete with the same MTN outlet and some of the banks. So where we are expecting to earn profit is when that's a continuous recharge. When you activate people, you, as the person, from what I understand, maybe you clear me, when you activate somebody as his recharge, his data, you also make profit. Now, because if you look at investment opportunity of 10% turnover, it's not that much. Samsung will give us more than 10%. So why should I invest my money in a business? I'll get 10% profit. When I invest the same money to buy Samsung, I'm a Samsung distributor, I'll make 20% or 15%. So why should I invest my money? Because you have alternative use of money. Other electronics also, some you can make up to 20% profit. So why should I invest that money? The only incentive from what I'm getting is it's supposed to be a lifetime. If I activate if I activate a customer, as far as the customer keep on activating, I'm getting some percentage. Maybe is this for life or just for a period of 6 months? I want you to clear us. If it's only for a period of 6 months, that if the customer activates, I will get something. Now, that is one. Two, guarantee of selling my product. If I invest 20 million naira now to buy your router, so is it a guarantee that I must push it out in the market? Like my colleagues say here about drop sheet, which means I can pay money and you warehouse. If I don't want to keep it in my warehouse, anytime I want, I can pick it from you through the drop sheet application or whatever you arrange for your distributors. That's another one. So what people are interested in all this fantastic package you people are talking about is about the profit margin and guaranteed profit. And you know, in Nigeria now, the cost of money, as you and I know now, CBN has increased interest rate to 15%. So why should I borrow money if I need to buy more? You know that 4 million naira worth of business now is like a chicken change. You know, unless we are looking for small POS distributors. I believe that most of us here have business of more than 20 to 30 million naira turnover. So unless we are looking for small POS, the way banks are doing their own POS along the street now. But if you are looking for somebody who has a showroom, that you have more than 200 million naira worth of goods there, and you are asking the person to invest 4 million naira in your business, you have to guarantee him his profit. You have to give him something incentive that what he's going to get 4 million naira. If I use the same 4 million naira to buy Samsung and in my showroom, either I make the same profit or I make bigger profit. So I'm looking at that 4 million naira, I'm setting aside for that business as another stream of income coming to me. So we want us to, even if you don't do it here, as your partner, you can send out an email to explain in details. It should not stop here. Explain in detail. This is what we are going to get. TD, they have their platform, their customers, they have their list, their capacity. And so if you want to convince us to set aside a certain amount of money for this business, you must convince us this is what we are going to get. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you so much.
So as you can see, I've stood up.
Okay, let's
because
answer
I really
this
like
question.
Your question.
Let's answer this and we'll come to you, sir.
I really I would like to answer your question.
Okay.
I really like the question because it's at the crux of what we all want. You want to be certain that there is something in it for you. Simple. We also, of course, we also want you to help us discover what is in it. You understand? So, start at the top. The very first question you asked, because really and truly, it's about the upfront 10%, which you rightly pointed out. Because when you sell the Samsung, items, what you get is a one-off. You get your 10 or 20 or whatever the percentage is, and that's it, and you move on to the next sale. So the differentiator here is the fact that there's the ongoing, all right? But the ongoing is not a lifetime thing. It is for 6 months. Something else you've said that is very valuable that we're going to take away is to come back to you with the exact details, modeling what it would look like if you were to make different levels of investment, because that's very critical. If you don't see it, you're not going to buy into it. The third thing that was raised that I think you wanted to speak about is there's no business that can be done between two parties without some level of trust. It's impossible. Now, what you're asking us for is some level of commitment on our part that when we work into this business with you, we're going to be there in the long haul. That's what you're asking for. I think the first thing to understand is that from an MTN perspective, we are committed to driving broadband. It's not going to go away. It's here to stay. And because it's here to stay, and it's in alignment with a number of larger level objectives, we have to make sure that we expand our points of presence as much as possible. What Malik was trying to explain, he said something. We have over 200 million Nigerians. The MTN's distribution network today, which we pride ourselves with, is still not enough to get us to where we need to get to. Currently, we have our broadband products online as well. We're currently selling on Konga. We have an MTN eShop that we also sell through. Why are we opening all these points of presence? Because we recognize that we must get to as many people as possible. Now, if we're trying to push home broadband, this is the catchment market for that. Because you sell the electronic products that most of us use at home and at work. So it's only, it's natural. It's a natural journey for me to want to come and partner with you. And so you are, so we know what the country is like, and we can't actually say we can guarantee anything till eternity. But in the foreseeable future, I do not see a situation that is going to make us step back and say, okay, so we no longer need you. We now have an app. What is going to happen is that we're going to consistently co-create with you to keep making sure that we keep bettering the way we're able to reach the customers that we need to reach. The most important thing is that we must make broadband a home product in Nigeria. And we need as many partnerships as possible to make it happen. Our job is to convince you that there's value in it for you. And that is what we'll do. Yes, please.
Like now, we're talking about area, catchment areas. Like, we have a present, a showroom. Is there any way you are going to get involved in branding?
Absolutely.
Like your showroom now, you need to brand. And also, when you are doing your online advert, you indicate, like somebody want to search.
Say,
yes, like you are Google
so
search.
we are not going to leave you alone.
Okay.
It's a partnership. So we also have to bring our own skin into the game. And the skin we'll bring into the game is the support from a customer management perspective to make sure that we're always there for you, to make sure that the service you render to your customers is seamless. It's the branding, to make sure that we're there. Everybody that comes into your store knows that you're an authorized MTN broadband reseller. It's the channel merchandising. We will make sure that you feel our presence. You have those merchandising, items and all of that, and presence and support, channel support, to make you feel like you're part of the Yellow family, which is one of the largest growing families.
The Yellow family. Please, let's have our hands for the Yellow family, please. Okay. All right, the next question, please.
Thank you for the opportunity. My name is Emori from Genus. I just want to hello? To build on from the first question that was asked by the gentleman over there regarding whether MTN needs us or not. One of the major issues we have had regarding selling this kind of product is the activation process. MTN going to allow us to handle the activation process, or a customer is going to walk into our shop and buy this product and go to MTN service center and activate it. Because the process of activation is always the issue here. A customer will say, I'll come to your shop and buy this particular product. Even if we're going to collect all the requirements from the customer and send it to MTN for activation, there's a lot of delays in that. So I want to be clear on that. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Another fantastic question. And the answer to that is yes. The objective is to make sure that customers who buy our broadband products through your outlets walk out with an active device. That's it. So the arrangement is once we onboard you, we'll equip you, and that's part of the reason why you're getting the NCC license anyway. We'll equip you with the SIM registration device or combo kit. Train your staff, your agents who operate in the shops, to be able to use this to capture customers' KYC, right? Activate any device that is sold before the customer walks out of the shop. That's the objective. So yes, you'll be empowered, and like Onyinye said earlier, you'll be adequately empowered to play effectively in the broadband space as MTN's authorized resellers, broadband resellers. Thank you. All right, there's the gentleman with, yeah, okay.
See, I like us to get it straight. Let's call a spade a spade. Let's know where we're going to. When you care, drop the care. Let's do business. Are you doing B2B, B2C? Let's clear it. See, I know what I'm talking about. Money is involved. If I'm dropping money and beside me is MTN retail office, customer journey, there is a perspective. You understand people reason. Customers will want to go to MTN office. As long as MTN is selling that and is offering that services, they will not want to come to, forget the painting. They will not want to. It's either you agree for franchise and you launch that straight, we go into franchise, or you completely face it B2B and have enough number. You are promising us of the nearest future. The nearest future is not here. The 200 million people that you are talking about, it's just a paper for now. In the next 5 years, we still don't have 10% of the 200 million buying all these things. We are in the market, so let's just face it. I would need MTN to agree on what, because MTN is not going to stop opening retail centers. Do you want to stop? No. So, and I pump my money, and you are a worker there. I put my money, expecting to sell, expecting to pay my staff, but there's an MTN, go to Ikeja, the computer center, the MTN retail office increasing there. People will want to go there, except you are ready to adjust that, okay, the service and this will not be available at the retail center for free. People see the advert of retail center, they know where to go to. They can call and know MTN to go to. So with that, it's going to affect our business. Find a way, if you want us in, find a way to adjust that. Do B2B and you will get results. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you very much.
Okay, do we have another?
Thank you very much. I like your feedback. I appreciate it. See, we're just starting the journey. We're meeting you for the first time. And feedback such as this is what we treasure because we are open. We'll take feedback like this, look at the model on the table, and look at what is going to work. And we have to align ourselves with you to embark on this journey. Because we'll be going nowhere if we just push things through the pipe without proper alignment with you. You believe that, right? So feedback is taken, right? We'll go look at the model and see what works. You understand? But yes, we do want to work with you pragmatically. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Any other question, please? Okay. All right.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Chinedum, MD Simeta Global Services. Okay, before my question, which is about pricing, I just want to address some of the things fellow partners have said. Okay, so I'm already a registered reseller for. I have a branded shop. MTN has given me SIM registration kits. I also sell devices and also do SIM registration swaps today. Every business is a risk. Yeah, whether an MTN Connect store is beside you is not enough reason for you not to go into the business. Because in that store, there are about maybe 20 people sitting there. You can actually sell off while those people are still waiting. That's an opportunity for you. Okay? The other part of it is your location might not also have a Connect store. What you should be asking for is equip me with everything that I need to stand as an MTN reseller so that people can walk into my store and I will be able to service them. That's the opportunity there. Okay? The other part of it is your investment in stocks. Yeah? People who are growing like us might not have 4.5 million to put down. I also advise, start with what you have and test the market. Yeah? Then you make a decision in the long run. 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, MTN brought a kiosk, a mini kiosk, into my store to brand it for me. So it's something that MTN is doing what they can to support the business, right? So I'm only saying that as an example, MTN will always try to help you sell. The only concern I have is in the pricing with TD. How are we going to sell? Yeah, I know that TD has a different pricing model than other markets. Like there are things we buy from TD as partners. The same thing we see on TD platform, we see it on Conga. When we buy it, how do we resell? Yeah, so I guess maybe after this meeting, we will still discuss on how those pricing things, and that's my question, how would the pricing be done? Yeah, what are the percentages? Yes, you have put it on the board. Is it the same percentage that we'll be buying it from there? Yeah, when we go to Conga, what we see is what people put there, or people like us put there at various prices. How do we make the money instead of those 8%, less percent that we see there? Can we talk about how much we can make as partners? Not just about, things we see. Because, see, the competition will be stiff. You're trying to reach every home. It means that everybody needs to fight for that same money that everybody is fighting for. And that's my own major, what will MTN do to make sure that there's a level playing ground for everybody to even make money from those low-hanging fruits that you're proposing? Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chinedu.
Thank you very much, sir.
And for the first part of your speech, I just want to add that that is reflective of what is real today. In any business, you need to start small, weigh the risks, and then, track your performance and scale accordingly. And when I did respond to the gentleman over there concerning your concern, I said that we take it as feedback. And because this is a session that we just want to have some high-level, presentation, there's a model that we'll be sharing with you, all of you that we are going to onboard, that you can just play around with numbers and see the outcome, the return on investment. So if you start with 200,000, 300,000, 500,000, you see what will accrue. If you do want to invest 10 million, 50 million, you see your ROI. You understand? So we're not asking you to outrightly just invest 4 million from the get-go. Musaba just made that presentation just for, for presentation. We needed to just use a number. It's not cast in stone, please. You understand? It's clear? Yeah. So you can start with much less. You can start with up to that amount. You can start with a higher amount. The most important thing, like Mr. to be able to know your return on investment. So small, we don't even encourage you to overstock. We don't encourage overstocking. You understand? We do encourage you to take the right quantity of devices that you can sell, say, within a week or within 2 weeks, right? And then, say, when it gets to 40, 30% of that stock, and then you request for more. Do you understand? So that you'll be able to, manage your risk. And you manage your turnover and begin to scale. Because like we said, and like Onyinye said earlier, there is enough marketing support. Chinedu has pointed to that. Part of the things that we'll be doing will be to list your information, publish your information online, such that customers can search. So if I'm in Bukuru, right, or I'm in the country, and I want to buy a broadband, I've seen an advert on any social media platform, on the TV or newspaper, and I'm interested in buying a router as a customer. I just want to search the nearest place I can get this router. I go online and check. We will make sure that we publish the names of our partners. We already have named our partner outlets online as we speak today, but we'll keep on updating that database with your information. So customers that are nearer to you would walk into your shop and buy these products from you. That's on one hand. There are other channels through which you are going to make sure that we create visibility for your outlets to drive traffic to you. We have the means. We have a network covering most parts of Nigeria. We have the database of subscribers, the biggest database in this country, right? So we have ample channels through which we can drive traffic to you at no cost to you. Do you understand? At no cost to you, we can advertise your business at no extra cost to you. And even drive traffic to you so that you walk into a shop to buy broadband products that you sell in the outlet. So you gain more by partnering with MTN. I hope that's clear.
There's somebody here, please.
Sorry, there's the pricing the details of the pricing will be shared with you in the communication. Like Onyinye said earlier, everything will be detailed there. This is just a presentation, high level, meet and greet kind of session, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Good afternoon.
All right, a lady, yes.
Already I'm a MTN Yellow family.
I like that.
Yeah, my name is Gina Nwokocha. Actually, I honor this invitation because of TD. But I believe in our course of discussion, TD is being exonerated or being removed. If we are called on this kind of a meeting, let me give you a scenario. If TD sends us an email that we're going to have an event with HP, along the line, already we're a registered partner with HP, but we can't buy from HP. We buy from TD as our distributor. What I was expecting here is, after our registration with MTN as their partner, we go to TD and buy. The question I want to ask, is TD an end to a means in this event? I thought TD will be stocking, and we, the resellers, will buy from them to the end user, because here now, I'm looking at MTN as the distributor, at the OEM. I'm looking at TD as the distributor, and on of here as a reseller, and we deal with the end user. But from all the discussion I've been hearing, it's between us and you. So where is TD? Or TD help to organize this for you people? Because I thought we'll buy from TD, not directly from you. I need to be corrected. Thank you.
I think the TD representative, where are they? This is it's for TD to, yeah. All right, okay. That is noted. We'll pass this information, that question to the TD management. so that they can actually understand. Yeah.
Are we to buy from TV, or we are coming directly to you? Because I've not heard you saying TV will have these things in stock. After our registration to certify that we have the capability to sell this. Please, I want to know.
The
Thank you.
agreement we have with TV is that you guys will become our resellers, just like we have right now. We call them D2D, door-to-door partner sales agents. So you're going to actually work directly with us.
Okay, with you, not TV.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mom. Okay.
Right. My name is Engineer Ephraim. I'm a partner to TD, and I also do some small business with MTN. But I have this challenge that the cluster supervisor in the area that I have 2 outlets. I noticed that they sort of profile some of these outlets. Profiling means that if you are not at a spot that you have those numbers, they don't give you any consideration in terms of some of these enabling devices that could help you to leave your customers with active device. So that's what has been happening, and it's been a challenge. I pushed it through severally with one of the MTN staff that covered the area that I am, and I find out that it's not getting anywhere. In fact, at one point, I tried to brand the shop myself to see if that visibility will be there. But when I see that lackadaisic attitude, I back out and use my money to do other businesses. So what I want to find out is, if we are coming on board, and we really want to do business with you, you have this interest of getting to uncovered areas, because I'm coming from Mabo, if you know Mabo, in Ibejuleki, okay, close to Dangote Refinery. The visibility is not too much. You have a shop at Eleko, you have another one at Abraham Adesanya, okay? All of that area is small outlets that you have. So people like us felt that if we are into communication business, that we can get you people's attention, and you can come forth to support us, and maybe help us to drive the process. It's a developing area, fine, but there is prospect. So what's going to happen to us? Would we get that kind of attention that people that stay at, densely populated area would also get? Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Yes, you will get attention. As part of our onboarding process, we mentioned that the SIM registration kit is going to be handed over to you alone for you to drive the activation and also to help you to increase the conversion rate. Thank you.
Okay, so just also to shed some more light on the process in terms of how we select partners for some of the other business areas, because I'm assuming that the business area you're referring to is airtime and SIM registration, or is there something else? That's what you do today, airtime and SIM registration. For SIM registration.
The signage to the shop.
Okay. So traditionally what happens is we profile customers. Airtime sales is the first entry level into partnering with us to run any type of business. And anyone can pretty much be an airtime seller. You could sell airtime even from putting an umbrella table and chair outside in front of your house and just do airtime sales. You could be someone selling provisions in the roadside and want to do airtime. So that's the entry level into doing business with MTN. Now, if you're an airtime seller and you're able to grow your business to a certain layer, right, you then become eligible to do a bit more. And one of the requirements for that is that you now have a shop that can, to some extent, have a look and feel of our brand. Now, in order for you to get to that level, the expectation is that you will first invest, because you need to invest in order for us to now step in as well. You would invest in making the look and feel of your shop somewhat yellow and showing that what I am serious about running this business. So you would go beyond airtime to probably also say, I want to pick up a MiFi, I want to pick up some of your low-end devices, and I want to start selling them from my shop. I will then also come to you and say, you know what, you're now doing devices. I want to also enable you with a SIM-reg device so that as people are buying MiFi's phones from you, you activate SIMs for them and have to go somewhere else to get the device registered. So we will hand over a SIM registration device to you. From that point on, once you start to do SIM registration, and we're seeing we're getting some good traction, the next layer is to say, you know what, we want you to do SIM swaps. We want you to be able to swap SIM so that if a customer misplaces their SIM card, they can come to your shop. They don't have to go to an MTN center in order for them to go and swap their line. They can come to you and swap their line. We then also add on top of that 4G upgrade. So you can now start to upgrade. And for each of these services, you get a commission for all of them. So for every upgrade you're doing, you're getting 200 naira per customer you're upgrading, and so on and so forth. So it keeps layering. And so we call our various agents 7-star general. So for each service you're doing, it's a star. So if you're a 7-star general, it means you're doing all of our portfolio of services, all the way from selling airtime to SIM registration. You've also become a mobile financial partner, which means you're opening MTN wallets for customers, you're cashing in, you're cashing out for customers. You're almost a mini bank. So you've now even entered our financial portfolio of services. So that is the hierarchy of services in order for you to become a 7-star general, as we refer to these sort of customers. And those guys, what we then do at that point is, because you're doing so many of our services, we will now invest in branding your shop ourselves, in bringing in elements in terms of furnishing, so that when people walk into your shop, it looks like an extension of us. But there is a journey to get there. Now, I would probably at the end of the session get your location, your address, and send one of the managers to come and sit with you so that they can let you know what it is you need to do to get to that point. I hope I've been helpful with my... Okay.
Thank you, boss. Let's take a video. Thank you so much. All right. Without wasting your time, I think we'll be giving the microphone to... Okay, we have just one last question. One last question and we are good. All right.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Charity Atanigbe. Please, I just have a few questions to ask the MTN. I really appreciate the business doors you opened for everyone. And secondly, you have said something that you can start small, 200, 300, 5 to 500. Not a situation whereby somebody will come with 500, you say, you cannot have this, cannot have that. I have a model with me. I love MTN very much. That has been my line for a very long time. Even the very first day I started using a SIM and a phone. I have a model with me. I bought it last month, and it's a 4G, and they said there's 30 gig inside. I could not able to use it for a week. Not that I'm doing video and all that. So I went to where I bought it. They were telling me that something, I don't know, blah, blah, blah. All that. Anyway, I just pack it. Then I have 2 SIM that I bought, one for my daughter and other person. That I registered with my NIM. They are not working. I went back, they were referring me to MTN office. And these are people that they gave license to register SIM. So which office will I go again? Hope it will not happen to us, that you are calling for this business. Then tomorrow when customer comes, we'll be having complaint here and there. And we'll be asking them to go to MTN office to register the SIM. So I was just like, what is wrong with this thing? And I bought it a month ago. But on the 13th of this month, there will be 1 month. I've not even used the model last to 1 week. The SIM, I cannot use it. The 2 SIM, they are here. So I should bring it out. So you people should find a way. It will not affect us tomorrow. Because it's a good deal that we want to do with you people. And you have to take note of all these lapses. For me, I'm easily tensed when it comes to things like this. I will just like, there's nothing here. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ma. Please, let's go to the next question before you go answer this, please, so that we will be real quick about it.
Okay, thank you very much. My name is Femi. I run both an online and an offline store. Now, I like this kind of arrangement because it gives room for interact. And from my experience, when we gather like all the authority figures come on set, and they tell us this, they tell us that. When we get to the actualization of the business, the manager that is being interacted with would start giving the conditions. Now, my opinion to this is that after this gathering, I would like us to have, you have said earlier that you're going to send out feedbacks, you're going to send out like a communique that covers everything we've discussed here. I also want possibly the phone numbers or email addresses of all the authority figures that are here saying this. Because by the time we get to the actualization of the business and something else comes up, it will be good for us to have an escalation process to the person who exactly said this. Because I've had several experiences. I've had meetings, I've been in different forums like this, and people come out and tell us very sweet and interesting things. And when it comes to the point of actualization, the staff that is being interacted with will give us this and that. And by the time we escalate to the superior officer, what the staff told us is impossible becomes very possible. So I would really, if we could follow through like this, because some of us won't, I heard all you said and the opportunity, you know, the opportunity. Very interesting. It's something I would like to be to involve myself in for several reasons that I would not like to share here. But it would not be fair if I dip my leg in the under that there's no water in it. Please. Thank you.
All right. Okay. Thank you very much. Okay, like we said earlier, that we would share details earlier. So when doing that, we include the escalation path, our dedicated contacts, and even the contacts of the people present here. And this goes beyond just Lagos. So even in the regions, we'll have your contacts there. So irrespective of where your business is located, you'll be able to have access to the person. So we include that in the communication that will go out. And sorry, madam, for your experience with that device. Before we leave here, contact, I will follow through to check what went wrong.
Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, I'm Nicholas Gashi from Bacham Technologies. I want to appreciate the opportunity you are bringing to us. Yeah, the first thing that I would like to say is the business opportunity is there. It's good, but I think the percentage is not attractive enough. You must do something on that. Secondly, I don't want to give you scenarios. Secondly, I use my family's MTN, although I use all the network. I'm into technology, so I like, when this one is not working, I use another one. I bought your Mi-Fi. I bought a lot of modem. I'm using iFlex. Now, how do you do with people that just buy this thing? I want MTN to have this flexibility, because I have a lot of modems in my house. Now, these things are not interchangeable. I hope MTN is looking for a way that somebody that bought how do you call it, iFlex neck router that is still in good working condition can actually do a swap and pay some money to get this one. Because I've just bought the iFlex, which is supposed to be better than the previous one that I bought. Even though this 5G, I've been thinking about investing 50K to buy the other new model, why I see having this one. It doesn't really make sense. So I want MTN to quickly a way of doing this, so that, we cannot just sell, because I would like be the first to do it, and then start using it before having talked to people that this is what I like testing it. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
My name is Olulawanson Jide from Bizai Services. I think your product is good, and the way forward is a kind of fast immersion of the new products to overlay the old one. So if you have something catchy, he has talked about what do you call it, swaps. But if you do something like freebies inside the new product, so that people can leave whatever they have now into 5G, because the advantage of 5G, you don't have an idea what you're talking about when you're talking about 5G, the power that it has. When this is really exposed and there are freebies inside, people will drop 3G, they will drop 4G to pick it. And then in the long run, the returns will be there. So I'm talking about the easy swap for people to drop what they have to quickly embrace this. It will also help the partners that you have brought here.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Thank you. Summarily, both questions dovetail. Device upgrade. Yes, MTN is going to come up with a plan, but remember that 5G is within limited coverage areas for now, right? So, and I'm hoping that your location already has 5G, because you mentioned that you're interested in buying 5G router, right? So, yeah, so, I mean, you can go to our website just to confirm that you have 5G in your location. The information is there online, right, before you go ahead to buy the 5G. But I did mention something earlier, Broadband One account. The devices that you've accumulated over the years, MiFi, routers, I do not know if you have multiple branch offices as we speak. Okay, home and office. So it presents an opportunity to keep one of the devices at home, and I'm hoping that kids, your family, would need internet at home, and of course you would need internet, in your business location, and you don't have to buy multiple data bundles, like I mentioned earlier. It's just one single subscription, maybe from the router that you have in the office, and the router at home can actually feed into that. You can actually regulate the amount of data that the home, can use, the home device can use, and you can scale it up flexibly. You understand? So, yes, device upgrade, plan will be communicated, right? But you still can make use of the devices you have as we speak without increasing the costs of buying data bundles. Do you understand? So can you actually make use of that? And to your point, very valid, very valid. It's an evolving business. You'll agree with me. 5G was just launched, and we're scaling up rollout, right? We're taking feedback such as this, and also going back to the drawing board to come up with something that would be a win-win for you and for the business, and that will be communicated, in the course of time. Thank you.
Thank you. Together, please.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Please, ladies and gentlemen, without wasting much of time, to put your hands together, I also present the folks to Mrs. Kosi Injogi, the MD seller, TD Africa. You are not putting your hands together, please.
Put your hands together, please. Okay.
God bless you.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, our esteemed partners, members of the press, MTN. It's a pleasure to have you all here today. On behalf of TD Africa and MTN, we want to appreciate you for taking the time out to be with us today. I'm sure we've all learned a thing or two, actually a lot, from this session. And especially in this economy we're in, it's important we constantly look for ways to all take advantage of everything we've learned today and put it. Once again, thank you very much, everyone. And we're excited for this partnership. We look forward to good results at the end of the day. Thank you very much,
Hello.
everyone.
Thank you. God bless you. God bless you. Okay, so now we have the picture, the group picture section.
Yes, please. We're having the photo shoot section with MTN and
TD
TD Africa.
Africa.
Please make your way over to this angle, please. We appreciate this, please.
Can we
Make
quickly
your
do
way-
that now? Let's quickly do that now. Now.
All right. So after the photo shoot, we are going straight in for the launch at the 6th floor. So please, after the photo shoot, make your way to the 6th floor for your launch. Please don't forget. After the photo shoot, let's move on for our launch at the 6th floor. Okay. DJ Maxi. Okay.
Okay, yeah. Sunshine.
Yes. To the 6th floor now, please. Let's go to the 6th floor now for lunch. Everybody.
Now, you would believe the products said this business.
Start staying ready, everyone.
To TD Abito said, now look at it. For this, it's like having the